Welcome back to AutoVault. Today, we step into a different world. A world shaped by heritage, refined by modern engineering, and carried forward by one of the most iconic silhouettes ever built. This is the 2026 Land Rover Defender, a midsize family SUV that doesn't just move you, it moves something inside you. You feel it the moment you walk up to it, the moment you open the door, the moment the engine settles into that quiet, confident hum. The Defender has always been a symbol of exploration, but in 2026, it becomes something more, a sanctuary, a companion, a reminder that life is bigger than the daily routine. Let's begin. Approach the Defender, and the first thing you notice is presence. It doesn't blend in, it doesn't whisper, it doesn't try to look like anything else on the road. It stands tall, white, grounded, a rolling fortress sculpted with intention. The squared-off profile, the upright stance, the short overhangs, they all tell the same story. This SUV was built for real terrain, real challenges, real life. But the 2026 model adds something new: refinement. Gloss black accents that catch the light just right. Matrix LED headlights that carve through the night with precision. A grille that feels modern, yet unmistakably Defender. Every line feels deliberate. Every angle feels confident. Every detail feels like it belongs. Walk around it slowly, and you start to appreciate the balance. Rugged, but elegant. Strong, but sophisticated. Capable, but undeniably premium. This is the kind of design that doesn't chase trends. It sets them. The Defender's identity is something you feel more than you see. It's in the way it occupies space, the way it stands still, yet feels ready to move, the way it communicates strength without shouting. There's a quiet confidence to it, a sense of purpose, a sense of heritage. You can almost feel the decades of exploration behind it, the deserts, the mountains, the forests, the storms. But this 2026 model carries that history with a new kind of grace. It's not trying to prove anything. It's not trying to impress anyone. It simply exists, exactly as it should. Families notice it. Drivers appreciate it. Passers-by feel it. The Defender doesn't demand attention. It earns it. And that is the foundation of everything that comes next. Open the door, and the world outside fades just a little. You step into a cabin that feels more like a modern British studio than a traditional SUV interior. Clean lines, soft lighting, premium textures, all working together in quiet harmony. The Defender doesn't overwhelm you with screens. It doesn't drown you in buttons. It doesn't try to look futuristic just for the sake of it. Instead, it feels intentional, warm, inviting, thoughtfully crafted. The curved display sweeps across the dash like a piece of modern art. The digital cluster adapts to your mood. The materials feel durable, yet premium, like they were chosen for families who live real lives, not showroom lives. Sit down, and the cabin wraps around you with a sense of calm. This is where the Defender separates itself from the crowd. It's rugged enough for adventure, but refined enough for everyday comfort. A balance very few SUVs ever achieve. Settle into the driver's seat, and you immediately feel the difference. Supportive, but soft. Structured, but forgiving. The Defender's seating doesn't try to impress you with complexity. It impresses you with comfort. Long drives feel shorter. Short drives feel smoother. Every drive feels better. The second row continues the theme: wide, spacious, and genuinely comfortable. Passengers don't feel squeezed. They don't feel forgotten. They don't feel like they're sitting in the family section. And then there's the third row. Most midsize SUVs treat the third row like an afterthought, a marketing checkbox, a place for kids only. But in the Defender, it works. Adults can sit there. Teenagers can sit there. Friends can sit there. It's not a cramped emergency seat. It's a real, usable space. Fold it down, and the cargo area expands into a massive, flat, beautifully accessible storage zone. Whether you're carrying luggage, groceries, sports gear, or half your house, the Defender adapts without complaint. Families will appreciate the Defender's sense of order. Everything has a place. Everything has a purpose. Everything feels like it was designed for real life. Wide door openings make loading easy. The trunk sits at the perfect height. The floor is flat and durable. The storage pockets are actually useful. The cup holders are big enough for real bottles. USB-C ports are everywhere. It's the kind of practicality that doesn't scream for attention. It simply makes life easier. And then there's the visibility. Sit behind the wheel, and the world opens up. High seating position, wide windows, slim pillars, crystal clear cameras. You don't feel boxed in. You don't feel uncertain. You feel aware, fully aware of everything around you. Parents appreciate that. Drivers appreciate that. Everyone appreciates that. The Defender doesn't just make driving easier. It makes driving feel safer. And that sense of safety, that sense of calm, is something families value more than anything else. Start the engine, and the Defender settles into a calm, confident idle. There's no drama, no noise, no unnecessary theatrics. Just a quiet reminder that this SUV is ready for whatever comes next. Pull onto the road, and the first thing you notice is smoothness. The suspension doesn't fight the terrain. It absorbs it, softens it, turns rough pavement into something almost gentle. Steering feels balanced, light enough for city streets, but grounded enough for highway speeds. The Defender doesn't rush, it doesn't lunge, it doesn't feel nervous. It moves with intention, with stability, with a sense of control that makes every drive feel effortless. Acceleration is confident, not frantic. Braking is predictable, not abrupt. Cornering is composed, not sloppy. This is the kind of driving experience families fall in love with. Calm, comfortable, reassuring. And yet, beneath all that refinement, there's a capability waiting to be unleashed. Leave the pavement, and the Defender transforms. The same SUV that felt serene on the highway suddenly feels unstoppable on dirt, gravel, mud, or sand. Terrain response adjusts instantly. Throttle becomes more precise. Traction tightens. Suspension résise. Confidence grows. Steep hills don't intimidate it. Deep ruts don't slow it down. Loose surfaces don't shake it. The Defender feels prepared, always. It's like driving a vehicle that quietly says, "Go ahead, choose any path. I'll handle the rest." Water crossings, rocky trails, snow-covered roads, rain-soaked climbs. The Defender doesn't panic. It adapts, it adjusts, it overcomes. And through all of it, the cabin stays calm. Passengers don't feel tossed around. The driver doesn't feel stressed. The SUV doesn't feel strained. This is capability wrapped in comfort, a rare combination in the midsize SUV world. Back on the road, the Defender's technology steps into the spotlight. The curved infotainment display feels fluid. Menus glide, animations breathe. Everything responds instantly. Wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, fast charging. A cabin built for modern life. But the real star is the camera system. Crystal clear resolution, wide angles, 3D views, off-road overlays, guidance lines that actually help. Parking becomes effortless. Tight spaces become manageable. Reversing feels safer than ever. It's the kind of tech that doesn't just look good. It makes driving better. Driver assist systems feel refined, not intrusive. Adaptive cruise keeps you centered. Lane assist guides gently. Blind spot monitoring watches your sides. Rear cross-traffic alert protects you in parking lots. Emergency braking reacts faster than you can. Nothing feels aggressive. Nothing feels overwhelming. Nothing feels like it's fighting you. The Defender's technology behaves like a co-pilot, quiet, intelligent, and always ready. And that intelligence, that calm confidence, is exactly what modern families want. Owning the Defender feels different. It's not just a vehicle you drive, it's a vehicle you grow into. Every morning, you walk up to it, and it gives you that same quiet sense of confidence, that same presence, that same feeling of readiness. It becomes part of your routine, but never feels routine. School runs feel smoother, grocery trips feel easier, weekend drives feel more meaningful, and when life gets unpredictable, the Defender feels prepared. Rain, snow, mud, steep hills, sudden detours. It handles all of it without ever feeling overwhelmed. That's the ownership experience Land Rover built here, a blend of capability and calm, wrapped in a design that feels timeless. You don't just own the Defender, you live with it, and it lives with you. So, is the 2026 Land Rover Defender the best midsize family SUV? For many families, many drivers, many real-world lifestyles, it absolutely is. It delivers comfort without sacrificing capability. It delivers technology without overwhelming the experience. It delivers practicality without losing its identity. Most SUVs try to be everything. The Defender simply is everything. It's rugged, but refined, strong, but smooth, capable, but comfortable, and above all, feels authentic. The Defender doesn't pretend. It doesn't chase trends. It doesn't try to fit into a category. It stands alone, confident, composed, unmistakably itself. For families who want safety, for drivers who want confidence, for adventurers who want freedom, the Defender is more than a choice. It's a statement, a reminder that life is meant to be lived, not just traveled through. If this journey resonated with you, if you felt the Defender's presence, his character, his capability, then join us. Subscribe to AutoVault and step into a world where every drive tells a story, every review has a heartbeat, and every vehicle becomes part of something bigger. More deep dives, more cinematic breakdowns, more real-world automotive storytelling. This is AutoVault, and the road ahead is just beginning.